All right, well, we are back. Sorry about that. Doggo canceled the stream. Yeah, Doggo canceled the stream. Sorry about that. Wrath, how are you doing, man? So I put the skirt on here, and yeah, that's pretty much all you guys missed. You got Core 1? Nice. How's the print quality off of that thing? You hear mixed reviews. All right, let's see. So now still need to print the clip for this, but we can plug that in there, and we can at least have a wire over to the tool head. Put this through here. Get the electrical tape off. Pull up the picture from my phone and figure out where these wires plug into. Oh my goodness. I'm really hungry this morning. All right. Not having any issues with print quality? Nice. Yeah, I'm curious about the new orbiter nozzle and the new E3D nozzle technology that they announced, that, what was it, Formnext or whatnot, where it kind of it compresses the filament pathway. You've used the new orbiter nozzle? I won't ask you for anything on that. Speaking of, there's Jose. How's it going, man? Let's see. Looking up picture to figure out what the pinout for this was. Okay. So it was red. Then white. Brown. And then black under the red. Get that plugged in over here. Awesome. That's what I like to hear, man. kind of went with that kind of Basel kind of ideology for increasing filament, whatchamacallit. All right, so we need to work on our pinouts here for beacon. Okay, so this needs to come from here. All the way around up into here. Oh, that should be long enough. Yeah. So I ran a Bondtech bimetal CHT for quite a few years. Without issue, and then I ended up having to pull it out because it kept getting clogged no matter what I would do. Nick, how's it going, man? All right, so yeah. Martin. Yeah, I pulled it out. I replaced it with a tungsten nozzle. Let's so I don't need the black wire here. So there are crimps out here for the Sherlocks. What we're working on now is making a cable for the beacon probe. The Diamondback nozzles, I've not tried one. I hear good things about them. I know Hector on the podcast the other week was talking about they've got the new alpha nozzles that I think it's a collaboration with Luke's lab, because they got them as well on Luke's site. I haven't gotten to try out one of those either. I've never got to try a Diamondback. I got to talk to him at 3D Printopia. They told me to reach out. I did. I never heard back from them. So I would like to try one of the, nozzles that, like the alpha nozzle is stated to be able to go to 500C, which is what the tube in this can go to. I'm not sure about the new ones, the orbiter ones. Jose might know. Are those things rated to go to 500? Come on. There you go. A reminder, everyone, tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, will be Makers Making podcast again. Every Friday. The only tungsten nozzles I have tried is the Undertaker nozzles. Yeah, it doesn't say on there. All right, now it's red, white. Red, the white. I should put a little bit of heat shrink on this, shouldn't I? Yeah. All right. Let's... Good piece of heat shrink. Oh, come on. Come on. Get. Come on, yeah. Yellow wire's being stubborn. There we go. All right. Now let's do this. So it's red. And white. Green. And then yellow. What are you doing? Just go in. There. Oh, dun, 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 dun. Now we need to go look up some wiring stuff. So we're gonna go over to Beacon. Docks. Here's Beacon. Now we need okay, so here's what we need. So 5 volts going to be our top pin. I'm assuming that 5 volt is red. It is.
This is the future.
Go find the right connectors for this board. I think it's going to be ZH 1.5s. Yep, ZH 1.5s. Everybody loves crimping these things. It's so tiny. All right.
This is the future. Human error. Evolution. This is the future. Evolution.
All right, now we need D negative. Is white. Can't see down there. I just want to double check it on the board itself. I don't have my pocket flashlight. Yep. All right. Make sure that the new beacon boards have reverse current protection. The old ones did not. Ask me how I know. To say that I'm still a little fucking salty about that situation would be an understatement. All right. Then green. When you're doing these things, make sure that your wires are absolutely right. And then your 2 ground wires. One of which isn't actually connected to the beacon. Depending on your cable that you're using, you could potentially have your shielding be as your ground as one of them. So is Smurf this weekend? Does anyone know? For some reason, I think Smurf is this weekend, but I'm not entirely certain. Radio check. Is this thing on? Anybody there? All right. It's the last one for that. And now we have our wire. Doo-doo. Let's unplug this one. Wasn't anything necessarily like physically wrong with this wire. It just was too short. All right. Not entirely sure how to handle these two giant and Molex connectors for the fans. So you got these two connectors right here, and I'm not entirely sure how to best handle that situation. Also, we've got the lever for whatchamacallit to deal with, and we got to avoid our XY joint. Wire management on this is a clusterfuck. All right, well, I guess let's start off with what we know we need to do and just work our way from the bottom to the top, I guess. I don't fucking know. What do you guys think? There we go. There's that. Then if I take this, run that back over that way. Holy shit. I don't know if these wires are long enough that I made for this. All right, well, I guess we actually needed to put these wires in there too, so take this zip tie off. Try it again. Let's see. How on earth am I going to manage this? I don't know that I can. Might need to make a spacer to lift this entire thing up some. To give me some room to get these wires above the XY idler, but under the cutting arm for this, and in such a way where they are not going to get caught on anything when it's cutting. Is my chat frozen, or is just nobody talking? I think nobody's actually talking. This makes me very sad, y'all. Da Vinci, okay. The chat is working. Y'all just not talking to me. No, I understand. It's just so a lot of streaming is, you know, you rely on chat to kind of engagement drives engagement kind of thing, if that makes sense. All right, let's run that through there. All right. I need a spacer that also has some sort of loop for zip tie point. And how tall do I need this thing to be? I don't know, man. I'm starving too. It is to be about 10 millimeters. Here's what we're gonna do. We're going to come over here to, this is a computer. I'm gonna open up Fusion. I got pizza last night and forgot to put it in the refrigerator before I went to bed, so there went my lunch for today. I don't rightly know. Great new. Alright. File. Open. Open from computer. Alright, let's go. Where is... Where is the damn thing? Okay. Let's go. Find the GitHub for it. Okay. No, it's not what I wanted. Where is it? Let's like that. Great sketch. No, actually, great. Great. No. 1, 2. Great. Where's the new part? All right. Extrude this 10 millimeters. No, 10 millimeters. Okay. There's our new part. All right. It is not a banjo. It is a cigar box guitar. So, 3-string cigar box guitar. It's electric and everything's got electric pickups. It's pretty cool. A buddy of mine made them. I've got one. My mother has one she bought from him when she was here visiting. And then my daughter has one. My oldest daughter has one. Uh, yeah. No, so she's got an electric guitar as well. She wanted to learn how to play guitar. And then lost interest in it. I mean, she was young. She was, you know, like in 10 or whatever, so. Well, as far as that goes, I think we're just going to deal with that later. Let's plug in the beacon into this. Beacon's hooked up. Hot end and the thermistor's hooked up. Tool head's hooked up. So all the electronics are hooked up at this stage, with the exception of the fans and the end stop for the X end stop. That means that we should be able to plug this in and turn it on. Is that a huge Nemo hanging off the bottom of the tool head? No. It's a fan. There's two of them. They are server fans. This is a takeoff tool head. So let's grab a power cable. Run that over here. And we'll turn it on and see what happens. Fingers crossed, folks. All right, I don't see any smoke. Not getting anything over here. Let's grab an Ethernet cable. Plug it in. tried it 4.local, that's why. Still saying no connection. Let's I'm also not getting anything on the screen over here. Oh, I don't have any power coming to it's 5-volt power supply, that's why. That'll do it. So we need to run power over to that. What did we just have pop up? Something just popped up. I missed it. I don't really have a ground wire long enough to reach over there. All right, so we've got a 14 gauge portable power wire here. Yeah. Yeah, they're big old 12-volt Delta server fans. Ouch. Come on, you bastard. There we go. All right, we need some other crimpers. Ferrule crimpers, and we need these. There. There. Now we need ferrules. Oh, I made a noise. The dogs are coming. Here they come. Oh, hush. Yeah, last time they shut down the stream. That's right. You know you canceled the stream last time? All right. You got ferrules on the one end. Now we need forked spade connectors. Let's see. Stripped off too much on this one. I really thought I was a lot closer to installing Clipper on this than I was. Sorry about that, y'all. False advertising over here. Penguin, how's it going, bud?
Do you remember how you held me then? Now you got me reaching out. And do you see you got me falling in more times than I can get out.
All right.
Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, how long do I got to keep you, to keep you? Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, trying so hard not to keep you, to keep you. How long do I got to keep you, to keep you?
Oh, come on.
Do you remember how you held me then? Now you got me reaching out. Yeah. And do you see you got me falling in more times than I can get out.
All right.
Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside.
Once more with feeling.
Of my mind, how long do I got to keep you, to keep you? Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, trying so hard not to keep you, to keep you.
All right, we got something on the screen. We're obviously going to have Clipper errors. But everything's got lights on. So yay to that. It's gonna have errors because the box turtle isn't hooked up. But the only MCU in this that was actually there last time is the box turtle. The octopus is new, the O2S board's new, the Ouroboros is new. So like it needs a lot of stuff flashed and configs and all that sort of stuff. But we do have you know, a printer. All the magic smoke is still currently inside of the controller boards, so yay to that. I said when I started this stream, I thought all I needed to do was put that skirt on and hook that wire up to the whatchamacallit. I forgot about the beacon. I didn't realize the 5-volt power supply wasn't hooked up. Yeah. So, you know, little off from where I thought I would be on this particular stream. We're gonna rename it to finishing up wiring or something. I'm going to finish up the CAD for the spacer, and print that out. To raise the extruder and everything up and give me another zip tie point and stuff like that. But we are nearing it. I'll get that finished up off stream, get that installed, and then we will be able to next stream flash some controller boards with clipper, get all that handled. I just realized I got a stepper driver on the octopus that I'm no longer needing. I got an octopus in there for 3 fucking drivers, okay? I only need a driver for each of the 3 lead screws. That's the only thing I need, right? And then like a bunch of fan ports. I could almost do it with like a MMB, right? Jose, if you're still here, that's an idea for a controller board. Small little controller board with say 4 2209 drivers, right? That way it can either drive the 3 lead screws for the Trident or the 4 Z drives on a 2.4. Some fan ports, end stop ports, and output for because you can drive your SSR with a fan port, so you don't need a dedicated bed port of any sort. You can use a fan port for that. A couple end stops, say six fan ports, 4 2209s, and like 2 thermistor ports. one for the bed, and one for like a chamber temp thing. Well, no. Yeah. Like, that's it. No, so I thought about the SKR Mini, but it doesn't have enough fan ports. Yeah, I mean, it would have worked for this probably. Because how many? 2, 4. Yeah, it probably would have worked. I don't know. I don't know how many fan ports are on it, but even that's like big. Like, it really condensed down board. Something very small and very utilitarian for just, you know, leaving. I don't know. I guess it probably wouldn't make sense for. Never mind. It's a very niche use case. Now altimeter in your printer. Put it on the bed. That way you know where the bed is. All right. Or the tool head. Whatever. You know what layer you're on. So, I'm going to clean up. Reminder about Makers Making podcasts tonight. And then messages from the billing department, the usual. Hit like, subscribe, consider becoming a channel member. Jose's going to be there. Awesome, bud. I'm glad. It was really good having you on last week, and you've got a lot of experience, right? And I like having that. We can all learn from that. I've got questions, but even outside of the, you know, LDO questions, you know, just the input on from your experience. You know, I try. Everybody's got some unique backgrounds and knowledge, and yeah, we normally run off chasing squirrels, and that stuff it's fun. Anyway, yeah, channel memberships. Still working on money for Rocky Mountain. So if you feel so inclined and would like to donate to that cause, you know how to do that. Outside of that, guys, if Smurf is this weekend, then some people won't be streaming. Is Smurf this weekend? Nobody answered me. Seventh and 8th. Yeah, it's this weekend. So there's going to be a bunch of people that did not. You did answer me? Okay, I missed it. Yeah, something was going on with my thing. Yeah, AFC Lite would probably work. But the AFC board's stupid expensive, right? I just, if it's like a really stripped down condensed board, something that is like, you know, in the $30 range, where, you know, I don't know, kind of like a Clipper expander board or something like that. So with some folks being at Smurf and their streams I think I'm going to do a stream this weekend. I'm not sure whose spot I'm going to jump into. I might jump into Steve's on Sunday. Steve's normal stream time on Sunday. And do some of this if you guys are up for that. I'll take a look at that. Fly Micro 4. Like, I jumped around with a bunch of ideas for this. I thought about the SKR Turbo. I thought about the Manta boards and going from the Pi 5 over to, you know, like a CM4 or something. I considered a bunch of things, but I had the octopus, so I just put that in. Yeah, it is definitely a limited use case. You know what? It almost would make more sense for Isaac to release a board like that to go along with the Ouroboros or something. I don't know. I was just saying things that popped into my head. Oftentimes those things that pop into my head just don't make any fucking sense in the real world, you know? Outside of that, guys, see you tonight. We'll see you this weekend. I really want to get this printer up and running. It's been a long time since I've been able to use this printer. And even longer since I've been able to have it be reliable. And be able to trust it. So I'm excited. I mean, it's my most expensive freaking printer. I think it's stupid. So stupid. I could buy like a Bamboo H2C and a Bamboo H2D for what this thing costs, you know? Yeah. Anyway, take it easy, guys. We'll see you tonight. I'm gonna go get some lunch, watch a couple episodes of The Americans, and I'll be back here later on. Take it easy. Later.